If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, Donald Trump, out of his own mouth, I've covered this before, how this guy, everybody thinks that he's anti-vax and all this stuff. Well, out of his own mouth, he's talking about how it's almost ready to go. He's excited. This is the fastest development we've ever seen for a vax. And they're ready to use military force on us to make sure that we all get it. Listen, out of his own mouth.
One issue that has come up is once you do have a vaccine, how do you properly distribute it? How do you get it out quickly to millions?
Well, when we have the vaccine, we have the military all lined up, and the military is going to be doing it in a very powerful manner. These are people that don't usually do vaccines. They do soldiers, and they do lots of other things that, frankly, are more difficult. But we have our general, and logistically, he's all set.
Do you need to hear one more time? Here we go.
One issue that has come up is once you do have a vaccine, how do you properly distribute it? How do you get it out quickly to millions?
Well, when we have the vaccine, we have the military all lined up, and the military is going to be doing it in a very powerful manner. These are people that don't usually do vaccines. They do soldiers, and they do lots of other things that, frankly, are more difficult. But we have our general, and logistically, he's all set.
So how can people say that this guy is against the deep state when one of the most known things, as far as when you look into conspiracy and stuff like that, you can debate things, like the earth and the shape and stuff like that. There's people, blah, blah, blah. Very hard to find anybody who's fully awake who is pro-vax, because everybody knows all this is making you sick. This is what's getting you sick. Nothing else is. This is what they want inside of your body. And when you have your president who is supposed to be trying to get rid of the deep state, the guy who is here with his Q followers trying to, they're exposing Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah and all this stuff's happening behind the scenes. Yeah, right. But you have him saying that we're going to use military. The military is ready. They're armed and ready to go. They're going to be the ones who distribute this. Yeah, that sounds great, right? That's what we all want, right? Mom, there's armed gunmen at the door. The military is in a tank outside, and they're holding syringes. Should we run? Oh, there's nowhere to run to, Jimmy. Oh, guess we have to get it then. Guess so. And that's what's going to end up happening. Everyone's just going to go, yeah, Trump's against the deep state, so he must know that this shot is safe and it's okay for us and we need it because, China sent it over here, so we need to at least stop it because this is a bioweapon sent from China. Meanwhile, suddenly you put this in your body and you're the one who becomes sick. So how much does it take at this point to convince people that all of them are working together? This is a mind control operation. The left and the right, the liberal and the conservative, divide and conquer, black and white, right? That's what they've done to everyone with politics and fake stories of division amongst citizens. But when it comes to this, now Trump, he's on board. Or are you going to tell me, well, Trump just has to say that? That's one of the most common things people write. Bro, he's got to say that. He's got to say that or they're going to pull the plug on him. He's just working them. He's just working people. Huh? Then why doesn't he openly just say this? It's the same stuff with all the rings that that people are now trying to expose. Get a live camera on the president, even with a 2-second delay. And every time the live camera's on him, have him bring it up. Oh, what's the matter? He's going to get shot? Something's going to happen to him? Please. Well, is that worth it? Is it worth it for him to lose his life to save millions of kids who are being and expose the satanic cabal that exists? Right. Guess not. Because he's doing something underground here. But don't worry, as far as the shot goes, and that's the thing that drives me nuts with this left-right. All these people on the right have been merged in with people such as myself. You know, somebody commented yesterday and wrote something along the lines of, you know, it's your president, you know, the guy you voted for, who's responsible for this whole thing that's going on. You know, I'm like, what? Listen to my videos, pal. I don't believe in the left or right. Try listening first instead of lumping people in with the left-right paradigm. Because most people on here who actually have legit channels and speak, you know, truthfully about this, obviously there's people who are completely deceived by the left-right. I don't know if they're deliberately deceiving people or they just have hope in a man, because if you believe in all this stuff, again, and you think that they're allowing you to select the president, you probably have marbles in your head or something else, maybe some sawdust, okay? They're not letting you pick the leader of the free world. This whole thing going on is a psyop. This is a show. This is playing with your emotions, exhausting you beyond the means of exhaustion. Who doesn't feel exhausted right now? Everybody's exhausted. People who usually work 45 hours a week are more tired now at home. You know why? Because they're mentally drained from the circus, but they don't realize that's why they feel that way. Because all this is a giant swerve. So when the selection process begins in November, that's when the next big phase happens, right? They've already pretty much said how big it's going to be. I hear these people commenting and saying, you know what? It's all going to, the whole C-19 is going to go away after the election because they're just doing this because of Trump. And then when he loses, then it's going to be gone, or we'll cure it if we have competent leaders in. Meanwhile, nobody knows anyone that's sick other than just hearing, oh, well, I so-and-so, friend of mine. Why? Because the doctor told him he had it when he could have just had the flu. Meanwhile, they're getting paid, you know, $15,000 every time they report one of these cases from the insurance companies. Yeah, totally. Nobody even knows the people on the lists, right? I mean, don't even get me started. I'm not even going to go down that avenue right now. But I'll go down this avenue. When you have your president telling you that this is going to happen, this is going to be soon, the shots are going to be ready, and that the military are going to be sent out to distribute this, then we got a problem. And don't tell me, well, he didn't say force. They just mean, you know, there's going to be a place in your town. The military will be there. They'll be the ones giving you the shot. Oh, yeah, right. Big brother won't be knocking on your door asking to see your certificate to make sure you got it. And then when you refuse, oh, they won't use force. They would never do that. They've already taken away, look what they've done in the last 6 months. Look at free speech is gone. Yeah, they won't use force at some point. They're already using force. They're forcing us to wear masks and suffocate wearing a mask when you go out to a store. People more likely to drop dead from that because they have a lack of oxygen going into their body. But then, you know, that's no big deal. Trump's just doing what he's told, you know. And then every story out there, like I've said before, is who, you know, go to Google and type in who gets the first, you know, type in the name of the virus shot. Same article over and over. New York Times, LA Times, Chicago Times, Washington Poop, Huffington Poop, over and over and over and over, right? Brainwashing people into oh, I want to get it first. Me, right? Who gets it first? Yeah, how do we decide? I would like, oh, not going, are people going to get it? No, they're going, oh, they're convincing people, almost like a movie, like, oh, you haven't seen Star Wars? No, I haven't. I'm not interested in hairy creatures flying around in space. I'm good. Or whatever they are. Stormtroopers. I'm okay. I got a life. Well, that's weird. But oh, they show it over and over and over, and then it's like, if you don't see it, it's weird. If you don't have Facebook, you're odd. Right? Everyone has Facebook. You have a flip phone call. That's so strange. What's so strange about it? I don't use the internet on my phone. What do I need an iPhone for? I have a computer. That's just strange. It's 2020. I'm good. Thanks. I don't need to be herded in and told what I need or don't need. If I needed it, I'd get it. Don't need it. But they're herding everyone in. I want to be first in line. Trump, oh, we'll have the military ready to go. And nobody sees through this stuff. They're like practically making people beg to get it is what's going on. And that's pretty scary. And for the people who do get it, whew, I feel for you. For the people's, parents who force it on them, for the kids, pray for them. But unfortunately, this is all going to go down. They've had the cure ready for a long time because it's not a cure. That's why. But they can't make it look too suspicious and be like, we made one overnight. Because people will be like, huh? They're draining people this way so that they willingly go and get it because they're sick and tired of living like this. That's why they're pulling things back again, making people, in hot summer, not be able to go to the beach. Making people, there's no sports. There's no concerts. I can't go to the movies. Please give me the shot so things go back to normal. Bring in the military if you have to. Give it to those bad people who won't get it. We'll force it on them. Just so we all can go back to going to clubs and dancing, and it's never going back. Social distancing, even with the shot, is sticking around. This is 1984, coming true right now. I want to thank everyone for listening to today's show. Reminder, check out my website at callfornuprising.com. $2.99 a month. It's well worth it, in my opinion. Check it out if you haven't. It's worth staying subscribed over there, interacting with other people, sharing your videos. Even if you have a YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to share all the information that you want. And I want to thank the Patreons again for supporting the channel. And thank you guys again for always listening. God bless you and your families.